each time I teach people about leadership, I do tell them that the fundamental purpose of leadership is to add value to the people, make them better, and leave them better than you met them. And in my course of studying, researching, and also leading, I've come to discover what I call the 7 pillars of leadership. And one of those pillars of leadership I called seed sowing. And this form what I'll be sharing with you in this video. I titled it Seed Sowing Mindset of Any Good Leadership. You see, the central purpose of leadership, as I said, is to add value and prepare people for the future and also set a foundation for unknown future for the generation to come. That is the essence of leadership. You see, any leader that has a seed sowing mindset asks himself 4 questions, and that four questions guides him to follow the 6 steps I'm going to share. That first question, 4 questions include 1, how can I care for the people I have been called to lead? Number 2 is, how can I help the people that I have been called to lead? Number 3 is, how can I protect and preserve the future of the people I have been called to lead and the generation that will come after them? And finally, what can I do that my people will trust me? What can I do to earn their trust? These 4 questions guide any leader that has seed sowing mindset on what he can do. Now, in order to add value, or in order to be a leader of seed sowing mindset, you need to do these 6 things. 1, focus on adding value to the people. You see, one of the challenges that we are facing in present day in leadership in all facets of life is that leaders put themselves at the center. They think first how to add value to themselves before they will think why they make adding value to the people the second. But a leader of seed sowing mindset think about the people, put the people at the center. How can I add value to the people? How can I protect and preserve the generation? How can people will be better in the future? That is the central of a focus of a leader who has seed sowing mindset. So focus on adding value to the people. That is the major thing to do. And doing it is, what can I do now? And how can I preserve the future of the people I am leading? The second thing is to add as much value as possible and do it as often as possible. What I have also found among the leaders that have seed sowing mindset in my course of research is that they add as much value as possible. They don't count value they add. They give their time, they give their treasure, they give their talent, they give their energy without counting it. They do it each time they do it, every time they do it. Going to bed, they think about how they can add value. Waking up in the morning, they think of how to add value. How can I make these people better? How can I make this society better? And how can I make this organization better? That becomes their central focus, and they do it as often as possible. They don't wait to be called. Another thing that is significant and important about the leaders that have seed sowing mindset that I want you to know is that they never wait to add value. They don't wait until their people complain. They don't say that people never say it now. People didn't require for it. They always beam their searchlight on finding out which area can I add value to the people. They beam their searchlight on asking which kind of people that can I involve, can I bring into my team that will add best value to the people. They beam their searchlight on looking at the way they can add value to the people. They don't wait until the people ask for it or people agitate for it before they add value. That is one of the significant things about them. Another thing that you must do as a leader or that want to have a seed sowing mindset, that you give without counting the number of time you have given. You see, in one time I was discussing with one of my clients, he said something. He said, "Oh, Mr. CMC," I said, he said, "You see, any man that wants to be successful, be it a leader or not, shouldn't sow a seed, but rather scatter a seed." What does this mean? It gave me a thought that leaders scatter seed. Leaders don't count on the number of times they have given. Leaders give, they give crazy. They give everything. And that is why even our Lord Jesus Christ, who is a model of all leaders, he gives, and he gives tirelessly. He gives to the point that he gave his life. That is one of the greatest sacrifices every leader would do. And you talk about Nelson Mandela. He gives or countlessly, and that is why he was in a jail for 27 years for his people. Imagine in a jail, not what a crime you committed, but for the sake of your people for 27 years. You can see that is the mindset of a leader that has a seed sowing mindset. So he gave without counting the number of times he has given. He's tireless. He doesn't feel tired of giving. He doesn't feel tired of doing that. Another thing is that they find fulfillment in giving. Yes, they find fulfillment in sowing a seed. You see, a farmer, one of the things that gives a farmer joy is that when a farmer is sowing, he's very much aware and on alert, knowing fully well that is something to reap in the future. Any leader that has a seed sowing mindset is planting with intention that he has something in the future, that I'm doing this thing for the future. So he finds fulfillment in what he's doing. If you're a leader and you are adding value and you are not finding fulfillment in it, what it simply means is that you are not a leader with seed sowing mindset. And finally, on what a leader with seed sowing mindset does is that he welcomes and appreciates any unexpected returns. Yes, whenever there is something he benefits in the course of doing this, he appreciates it and celebrates it. That is a mindset of a leader who has seed sowing mindset. So if you want to be a leader that is of record of significance, you must have a seed sowing mindset. So watch this video. As you watch it, share it, let others learn, and make a comment. Thank you.